All right, so let's look at a couple advanced e-commerce strategies. So how do you now increase your traffic and sales if you get those sort of fundamentals in place? One of the first ones is use Google Shopping. So this is these ads over here. So you can see, again, back in our vacuum niche. So like the name of the product, the price, who it's from, and an image. So this is, again, this is a Google AdWords ad. And we do these, and we find that we're paying about, on average, 45% less per click than a normal Google ad for these sort of products. So, which would be like at the top, or it might be down here. So really, really good, effective way of getting traffic to your e-commerce store. How it works actually is your e-commerce store has a thing called a merchant feed, and then you can like export that and import it into Google Merchant Center, which is another product from Google. And Google Merchant Center talks to Google AdWords, and then it's just saying serve up these shopping ads. A common mistake I see is people exporting their whole their whole product feed. These are the 10,000 vacuums that we sell, and then it's not quick and clear and easy for Google to know which ones to show. So, and obviously you've got certain products that are more profitable than others. So what you're better off to do is just 80/20 it again, and only sort of export your top 20%, or the things that you're going to have good margins on, or that sell well, that you really believe in. Don't try and put everything in your merchant feed, because it doesn't work so well. Okay, so implement dynamic remarketing. I'm going to do questions. I'm going to do questions at the end. So implement, Google dynamic remarketing. So what this is talking about is, say for example, I was going to buy myself that brunch beautiful dress on ModCloth, and then I decided for whatever reason I thought I was going to get teased by the other guys at work if I bought it, and so I didn't buy it again till later. But how I got back there was from this banner ad. So if I was looking at this dress on their site, and I was looking, and then I left, they don't do up a banner ad for every product. What they do is do up a banner ad that has like their logo on it, and then it sucks this stuff in real time. So what's the image of that dress Greg was looking to buy? What's the title of it? What's the price? And then the shop now links directly to it. So you think about it, you go to a website, and this is mind-boggling, isn't it? How fast it happens. I go to a website, and as the page loads, it's grabbed. So ModCloth has won the auction, so they're going to show their remarketing ad because Greg was over at their site. Now he's here, and they've paid their dollar or whatever. If they're happy to win the click, and at that time it then sucks in the description from what the product I was looking at, and the product image, and the price. How mind-boggling is that? And all that happens in a fraction of a second. It's really, really creepy. But but it works. It really, really works. Because you saw that back there, these jeans. I was grabbing this screenshot from Surf Stitch, and then they remarketed me those exact jeans, and I was thinking, oh well, these guys are onto it. So yeah, like I said, clever guys. So that's creepy, but it's good, and it really, really works. Because like if you think of that example of Jules, and this is the sort of thing that she would be doing, which is using our credit card and buying stuff online, then leaves to go to school and comes back, and so just goes directly across to it. So really, really powerful that. Okay, the other one is cart abandonment emails. So like Shopify has this, if you buy the $79 a month hosting and that, because if you look at actually stats for shopping carts, 50% of sales are lost in the cart. People have added everything in and they leave. So what this does is, provided they've already got the email, it sends them out an email saying, hi Roger, your saved cart is about to expire. Would you like to go back? And obviously there was a problem and you weren't able to check out. And then if that didn't work, then you could follow up with 2 other ones or whatever that offer them a special, that sort of thing. So if you can all of a sudden, if say for example you're doing 20 grand a month through your e-commerce store, and for example that half of your sales are being lost in your cart, your total sales potentially could be up to 40 grand worth of sales. So say if you can start to claw some of these back via these strategies, then you might go from 20 grand a month to 25 grand a month in sales. So that's why this stuff's important. There's another one I haven't added in, but let's talk about it, is personalization. So personalization is easy enough to do as well. There's certain companies out there that will give you scripts and that to put on your site. Personalization's about where is this person from? What have they shown interest in the past? That sort of thing, and dish up a unique experience, exactly for them. So an example that works well for the States, because it's quite visual, is like I just got back 2 weeks ago from the Traffic and Conversion Summit at in San Diego, California. And it was middle of winter, but San Diego, California, like I was right down near the Mexican border, and it was sort of not really much different to here in summer. But on the news, I was looking at like Chicago was snowed in and all that sort of stuff. Okay, so if you've got an e-commerce store in the States, and this is just an example, the same sort of thing could apply here. If you say, for example, if you can figure out, that I'm a man and I'm going to your site, would it make sense to show the same clothing options to everyone, whether they're in Chicago and San Diego? Because one guy's wanting to buy some shorts and thongs, and the other guy wants as warm as hell jacket as he can possibly get. So they can personalize and just have certain things that just rotate in and out depending on where you're from, or what you've bought before, or what you've searched for. And that technology is actually pretty cheap. You can get it working on your e-commerce store for less than $100 a month and that sort of stuff. So very, very powerful.